Hi guys, thanks for checking out another TM Hair Products video. In today's video, we are going to detangle his hair and give him some cornrows. And cornrows is the one style that you can always go to for a boy or a girl, just depending on how you part the parts. So we're going to give him some jumbo cornrows, and I want something simple, easy, and quick. Today, I don't want to spend a lot of time on his hair. Now, I've already started detangling his hair. As you can see, he was in the pool. So his hair is tangled and dried and matted a little bit together from being in the pool and not rinsing his hair properly, the chlorine out of his hair, and detangling his hair as well. So I'm just adding water to his hair now to make it more pliable, just to loosen it up a little bit. And I'll be using TM Hair Products Smooth Through Detangler to detangle his hair. Now I add it at the root and I work it in with my hand. Now I'm using a smaller tooth comb because he has a lot of single strand knots. So that's why I'm using a smaller tooth comb. But I think I'm going to do a separate video and show you guys how the chlorine lifted his cuticles and his hair was not pH balanced. But I want to show you guys how using the products put his hair back in balance and closed his cuticles. But I'll do a separate video on that. As you can see here, I'm just detangling his hair. And what I like to do is once I detangle a section, I like to part it off, clean the part up, and twist the hair to keep it from coiling back on itself again. Now his hair is all detangled, shampooed. Now we're going to deep condition his hair. So we're going to reapply the Smooth Through Detangler on his hair as a deep conditioner. I'm focusing on his ends because his ends feel a little dry and rough from the chlorine. Now his hair has been deep conditioned. It has been rinsed. Now his hair is pretty wet, as you can see. I want to seal in all of this moisture, so I didn't dry his hair very much, and I'm not going to style his hair immediately. So I'm going to add the Perfect Assist styling aid to his hair to seal in all of the moisture that's in his hair right now. Now I have completely applied the styling aid to his entire head. It's going to dry clear. It isn't going to stay white. Now at this point, I could have put him under the hooded dryer to give him like a hot oil treatment. But I'm just going to let his hair air dry. Now his hair is dry here and it's pretty moisturized. His cuticles are now closed again, so his hair is now back in balance. The styling aid gives you great definition, as you can see here as I take his braids out, how defined and moisturized his hair is. Now, what I've done is parted his hair off going around his head, and then I parted off two very skinny parts, as you see here, going around the braid, following the curve of the braid. His hair is very wet. It looks like I put a lot of styling aid on his hair, but what happens is once I added the styling aid previously, I went back and re-wet his hair, so that reactivated the styling aid, and I just applied a little bit more, so it looks a whole lot worse than what it is. It is not that much styling aid on his hair, but because I added it previously and I wet his hair and added a little more, it looks a lot more saturated than it is. So what I'm doing here is I only want to give him about 4 or 5 braids. So I'm braiding the middle braid. And later on in the video, you'll see where I went back and took it loose because his hair is very thick. So I didn't like the way, as you can see here, the middle braid was sitting. As you can see here, as I spray his hair, you see how it kind of turns white. That's reactivating the styling aid. And I'm applying a little more because I really want to moisturize his hair because of the chlorine that he was in. I really want to moisturize his hair and get his hair back into that nice moisturized state. Guys, there are before and after pictures at the end for you to see what his hair looked like before we started this process and after we deep conditioned and moisturized his hair and did the sit under the dryer method, the hot oil treatment method with the styling aid. Okay guys, his hair is still wet. I did the center braid, but I didn't like the way it looked because his hair was too thick. It looked too bulky, so all I did was, let me get it back a little bit. All I did was, this was the center braid here. That was the center braid. I just parted it down the middle halfway, braided it around, following the same angle, and then connected it here and just braided it on down. I just wanted to give him something quick and easy. And now he's going to sit under the dryer to allow his hair to dry and give it that deep penetration. And I'll have pictures at the end. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thumbs up, share on your social media, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.